challenge. We got 30 days. Day 6, we're on 24 more days to go. Wanted to check in and see how everybody was. I'm sorry I wasn't able to come on earlier, but I thought now that I had a minute before bedtime, right, to come up and say hi, wishing you all a beautiful day, hoping things are going well for you this Sunday, and talk to you a little bit about what's going on, you know. On the menu today was basically fish. We had some very, very fresh fish. They're called lithrinia in Greek, and I actually don't know what they are in English. I don't know I honestly don't know them, the translations. In the Mediterranean, we have a little bit different type fish than what you can get in the States. What's caught off of, Maine, Alaska, and all the fishing spots. So I had just all this fish. It was so good. I actually haven't really eaten anything else today. It's been a very, very quiet day. I've been focusing on drinking a lot of water today because when summer is over and things start cooling down, for some reason I stopped drinking water, and then it affects me. So basically drank water and feeling really, really good on this carnivore thing, although I've been carnivore for a while now. But it's nice to get back to a planned, focused pattern, program. If you do the month, 30 days carnivore, and just see where it takes you, what it can do for you, if anything, right? I mean, maybe it doesn't. Maybe you're better off in the keto world where you're doing basically a keto diet, hopefully a whole foods type keto diet, not going out and buying all that ready-made keto bars and things like that. Yeah, I would stay away from all of those things. So, can you eat fish on a carnivore diet? Well, yes, you can. My preference for me personally, and from what I understand as well, the majority of your carnivore diet needs to be in ruminant animals. But can you have chicken and pork and fish? Yeah, you can. You can. Go ahead. Eat it up. Enjoy it, especially on this 30-day thing when you're just starting out and it's kind of all new to you. Don't cut yourself off from, say you want to eat chicken today. Go and eat the chicken. You don't have to worry about, did I get my, 70% beef in today and the rest eggs and butter and chicken or something like that, right? You don't need to worry about it too much. What's important is just getting, it's just staying carnivore for the first 30 days. That's the big thing. Just do carnivore. Don't worry about intermittent fasting. Don't worry about your portions. Is it enough? Too much fat? Should I cut back on this? Don't worry about any of that. All you want to do is eat. And I want you to eat as much as you want for as long as you want, as many times during the day that you want to. And especially in the beginning when you're going through the different changes as your body's adjusting and your gut microbiome is changing and you're getting established in this 30-day carnivore thing. Eat whatever you want. Eat as much as you want. Don't think about anything else. No intermittent fasting, no measuring your calories and your this and your that and how much fat you're eating to proteins, and just eat. Just eat like you're out in the wild and you found some food and you're going to eat it until you're stuffed. Just eat and kind of let go of those traps of, what we have learned over the years about how we eat and what we eat and if it's good to eat or not good to eat. Kind of let it go, relax. Just relax for a while and, enjoy your steak. I certainly enjoyed my fish today. I actually had no red meat today. That's pretty unusual. I usually have something, but just didn't go. I just had 3 of these, they're about this big, and they were delicious and I fully enjoyed it. And tomorrow I will eat my steak and, go on day 7. Wow, day 7 tomorrow will be a week. Have we done a week already? Yay! I'm not seeing any comments. Do I have the comments thing turned on, or did I not do that? I might have messed that up. Oh well. That's about it. I mean, I haven't really got a lot to say today. I had a topic that I wanted to kind of go over, but I think I want to do that tomorrow. It was about a study that I had read done in New Zealand. Hey, Sniper Jordan. Testing. Yeah. How are you doing on this thing? How are you doing? You don't need to give me details, just like curious about how the diet is working for you, curious about if you're having any difficulties with the eating patterns or questions. Do you just eat as much as you want to eat and not really worry about it? How's it going for you? I'm actually getting I opened up a server in Discord. Still figuring it out, as you can see, but progress slowly but surely. And at least I can get the direct messages, and I know what to do with that. So that's a good thing. So I don't know. Tomorrow I'm going to talk a little bit about this study that I saw, and I'm going to try and put it in the Discord. I think. We'll see. I don't know if I can do that yet tomorrow, but I wanted to talk about it, and it talks about the actual facts of herpes, of what we know, and how we are really disillusioned by our own small-minded thinking, that comes around even the word herpes, right? You hear the word herpes and you're like, herpes, like it's the plague or something like that. And oh my God, I mean, yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. Almost everybody, if not everybody, has one form or another and has had some expression of a herpes virus at one form or another in their lives. It's really not that big of a deal. It's uncomfortable, and it makes you feel sick because it is, in fact, a virus that affects your body, affects you fully, even if you're just, if you're just getting a couple of cold sores. It can affect the way you feel. It can affect how you go about your day. And you know, I don't know. I think it's one of the reasons why I just came out here and started talking herpes out loud, because I know there's so many others like me who got them really bad, and even more people who get them on and off, and nothing too serious, and then almost everybody who's gotten a cold sore now and again. And I don't think there needs to be any shame in in the virus. I don't think there needs to be any kind of shame at all. And well, no, so I'm out here talking about it, and I'm pretty confident that the carnivore or ketovore, at the very least, right, can be very, very beneficial. And, someone came on my channel here and said, well, it was a raw foods person, I think, somebody who does the raw food thing, and just saying, well, that makes sense because, carnivore meals are mostly, lysine meals, right? There's a lot of lysine, but it doesn't really cure the herpes. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I know. I'm going to always have my herpes pals. They're always going to be in me, but they don't have to come out and, talk up a storm and take over the party. No way. They don't have to do that. No. So, yeah, I'm going to do carnivore, and carnivore is full of foods that are high in lysine. So, yeah, of course. Why wouldn't I? And again, it's this cloud, this shame thing that like it's such a big deal. I mean, is it really? Is it really? Most people don't even know that they have or have had an outbreak. Most people don't actually know that what they've got is a herpes outbreak, and that's just the way it is. So people spend a lot of time lost in their own thoughts. I think it's to do with a lack of sugar rather than lysine. Oh, hey, absolutely. Lack of sugar is a pretty big thing. It's a real big thing. I think definitely it has to do with the low carbohydrates, and has to do with just the added salt. I mean, just turning it, switching from low sugar and moving it to high protein, that that keto thing. Because when you have sugar, when you're taking intake of sugar, everything else gets put on the side. Your carbohydrate, the energy of the carbohydrates has to burn first. It has to burn. So everything else gets stuck away in the fat, right? And you begin to become overweight. You're in this continual up and down cycle of energy. There's nothing steady about it. I mean, I'm telling you, Sniper Jordan, I've had on a high carbohydrate diet, which is the way I grew up. I mean, high spikes, ups and downs that were, pretty awful. And a lot of times, especially in a Mediterranean country, right, that it's just the feminine, it's how the feminine works. And I'm thinking, well, for 3.5 years, I rarely have a spike, I rarely have any kind of emotional imbalance of any kind. And I'm thinking, is it really a feminine thing? Or is it the carbohydrates? I mean, you have to stop and think about it, because it's not just that I don't get herpes anymore. I don't get the outbreaks. I've still got my herpes. Yes, we all know that. But I don't get outbreaks, and I don't get a lot of other things as well. And I don't know, did I mention this? I also had the markers for Hashimoto's, right? The thyroid. My anti-TPO number was at 2,500 something, and it was supposed to be at 60. Now I was at 2,500, and without any pills, I didn't do anything. I just went carnivore, and my numbers back down to 60. So, how much of what's wrong with us, the problems, the health problems that we have, has to do with carbohydrates, with sugar, rather than a diet that's high in protein, fats, incredibly high in fats, right? I don't know. I don't know. I can only go by my experience, what happened with me, and the things that I saw, the things that I'm still seeing. Like this last summer, you all know, I've been munching on watermelon, right? And because it's really good, and it's my downfall. It is my, I'm addicted fully to watermelon. I love it. So I would have watermelon, and of course, the more you eat it, the more you want. So the more, the more you eat. And I gained 4 kilos. Watermelon was the only other food that I was eating that's still, it's still a low carbohydrate food. It's not a bad thing to eat. It's mostly water. But I gained 4 kilos. And and got this little pouch belly again. And I've been off the watermelon for 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks since, the watermelon season. We stopped bringing it to the house. If it's not my house, I won't eat it. I won't go looking for it. But if it's in my fridge, yeah. And I'm back down to 60 kilos, which is my normal 20-year-old body weight. So I'm sorry, there's something about this type of nourishment, this carnivore diet, this keto. I'm open to all of that, right? But there's something about carnivore for me, because of the herpes outbreaks, that just really, really, it just got rid of it. It was the only dietary change that I made that was 100%, 100%. And not just for herpes, but for all of the various issues, right? And I'm 60, right? So I've got menopausal things, right? And you've got, as you get older, you begin to not feel like you can walk securely. You got to kind of watch yourself. That went away. All these things, I can't even name them. UTIs gone. I haven't had one since I went carnivore. And I used to get them 5 or 6 times a year. I mean, they were pretty constant. And that was gone. And, when I'm carnivore, I don't snore. I don't know why. I really don't. I don't get it. I'll have to look into it. If anybody knows, let me know. I sleep through the night. I don't get up to pee in the middle of the night. And, like older people, that's kind of a real common thing. You get up 100 times. And when I go to pee, I pee like I'm 20. Seriously, it's insane. It's insane. And I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. So all of these things are screaming, youth, you're not really 60. You're, I don't know, 45. When was my last outbreak? And was it caused by food? Yes. My last outbreak, the last outbreak that I got was last summer. last summer. And I don't actually know what it was exactly because I got an outbreak on my legs, which it never happened before, ever. And I don't really know of people who get herpes outbreaks on their legs, but all the symptoms were exactly the same. The itching, for, 5, 6 days or whatever, and then, breaking out and then spreading out and growing. And I got them on both my legs, a full blown, my calves and my thighs. It was crazy. And I had been carnivore for 3 years, right? Or no, 2 years. I'd been carnivore for 2 years. This happened last summer, not this one that just passed, the summer before. And I thought, well, maybe I could eat lettuce. And, big deal, right? It's keto. I can eat lettuce. And I made my own Caesar dressing. And I, with olive oil and anchovies, carnivore, olive oil, anchovies, some garlic, yes, and a little bit of mustard and lemon and fresh lemon. I mean, I made it myself. It was delicious. I didn't put any spices in. I didn't do anything. That's what it was. And lettuce. And I ate the first salad day and I thought, oh, this is good. I can do this. So I ate it with my steak, right? And I thought, yeah, maybe this would be nice. This would be nice to add like a salad, right? Ketovore, full time. And I had a salad the next day. And then the third day, I had another one. And the fourth day, the fourth day, my legs started itching behind my knee. And I was like, oh, it must be a mosquito bite. But then it kept itching. And the day after that, and then I stopped eating salads. I was like, okay, wait, you better stop. And nothing happened, right, for a couple of days, but I still had that itch. And the itch one day became spread. And just, I had this full blown out explosion on my legs. And it lasted like 3 weeks, right? It was pretty awful. And I freaked out. I was like, oh my God, maybe it was something else. But the pattern of it was exactly the same. You get the blisters, itches like crazy. Then it just spread all over. It was like this like, yeah, let's have a party on Vita's legs. And they all came out and said, hey, here we are. And unless it was something else, some other kind of rash that is that works very similar to herpes, but something happened. And so I stopped. I have not had salad since. I have not had an outbreak since. So it's been, I guess we're moving on like a year and a half where I haven't had absolutely anything. Nothing. And the only time, and I wouldn't have had it if I didn't eat the salad. So, you think, well, what? I'm going to be stuck eating carnivore forever? I don't know. I don't feel stuck. I feel pretty darn good. I'm assuming though, that I can nibble here and there, like I can do the blueberries after the 30 days. I'm going to go eat blueberries. I can eat blueberries. I just can't eat blueberries every day. I can eat, I can make, sometimes I'll slice up zucchini and cook it in my cast iron pan with tallow. Is true. There is hope to go back to normal eating. If my theory about SIBO, I haven't looked into that yet. I've been meaning to do that. I think I'll shut off here and start searching that. We'll see. The thing is, I have seen on this carnivore thing others and spoken with them. I mean, people who were in wheelchairs from MS and believing that their lives were just over. And they got up out of their wheelchairs and they got better and everything went away just by going carnivore. And, I can't guarantee that for anybody, but, I think a lot of what's wrong with us is what we eat. I think it's what we put in our mouths. And that makes sense to me. That does make sense to me. Because, if you're driving a beautiful car and you put, I don't know, what could you put in? I don't know, some kind of gel or something for your oil. It's going to have an effect on your car. It's not going to run as well as you want it to. You need to have the right kind of oil for your car. Otherwise, it's going to cause problems. Why isn't our food intake the same thing? You guys, I think life is so simple. I think we make it difficult. What are we supposed to eat? What have we been eating? Get, beyond this whole civilization and when you can go out and buy fresh baked bread and this and that. Yeah, it's delicious, right? I love it. I used to bake bread all the time. But are we meant to eat it? Is it our natural food? I doubt it. I think we could have a little bit of it, but not on this 30-day carnivore thing. And a little maybe being, having a little tiny piece of or a bite of bread every 6 months. Maybe. I think bread is probably not a very good thing to eat. But keto, other natural earth-growing foods, probably. It's just when I tried it, I had an outbreak. I don't know what that outbreak was. I don't know if I kept eating salads, if I would just get used to it and then I wouldn't get another outbreak, but I wasn't going to sit around and find out. Seriously. I was not going to sit around and find out. I'd much rather not eat them. I would much rather not eat the watermelon. I would much rather not eat anything but this carnivore diet if it's going to keep me in this state that I'm in. Knock on wood, right? Hopefully I'm healthy. I'll be going in to do some blood tests. Of course, the cholesterol is going to be high according to the levels, that they have here. But, there's a lot of information out there on cholesterol and those cholesterol levels that we have all been taught that they need to be now, under 180 or something like that, 200? I mean, come on. If I'm below 300 or, 325, I feel pretty much okay about my cholesterol. I'm not worried about it. And they say there's a lot of research coming out that is stating that, of course, the brain needs cholesterol. If it's not, the whole gray matter area, I believe, is it thrives on cholesterol. And when you don't give your body enough, then that whole area, your brain begins to have signs of Alzheimer's, dementia. I think that's a pretty valid thing. So no, I'm not really afraid of. I'm not really afraid of it, the cholesterol. If it's skyrocketing, yeah, maybe, okay, I'll look into it further and see. One of the things that I don't do that I should be doing on this carnivore diet is that I don't move enough. I think I talked about that before. I'm not out running, 3 miles a day, and I should be. I know I should be, and I'm not. That's the only thing. So I've started. This is a test. I've started jump roping. First of all, because I was eating the watermelon and started getting a little bit of the incontinence thing, right? You jump up a little bit and you jump up and down and you pee. It happens with us older people. You all know what I mean. And if you're not here yet, hopefully you'll say carnivore and you'll never know it. But so I'm measuring my jump rope, right? If I can get to 20 seconds, right? That the first day I did like 5 jumps, and then a little bit comes out, and then like a couple days later, I'm jump roping, and I got to like 20 jumps, and nothing came out. And I haven't actually jump roped in the last couple of days, so we'll see. But along with like, I don't have the incontinence thing with the jump roping so soon. I still get it, but also I'm sleeping. I'm sleeping much better. And part of that, I think, is as the end of the watermelon season, right? And just getting rid of that, and the coming back into a full carnivore phase. And thankfully, I'm doing this with you guys as well, because it's helpful for me. It keeps me on track. So, so yeah, I don't know. Just there's so many things. I'm kind of babbling because I'm tired and it's late. It's time for me to sign off and go nap until tomorrow. So hopefully tomorrow I will be on earlier, and wishing you a great day. And Sniper Jordan, did I answer your question? I think I did. I actually can't remember the last time I had a herpes outbreak, unless this one on my legs was herpes. It sure as hell looked like it. Really did. But I can't actually remember. It's been 2 years. It's been 2 years since I've had an outbreak. Oh, cool. Yeah, send it. Great. Ooh, fun. We can look into that. All right. Thanks for being here with me again. I love it. I'll see you. Yeah, I'll go look for it. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay. And let's see where we're at. If you have any questions, if you want to know anything, I don't have all the answers, obviously. I'm just, an artist on this tiny little Greek island that has gone carnivore for the past 3.5 years. And I have successfully healed quite a few things, not only herpes. So, and healed meaning, yes, the herpes will always be there. People write comments and they're like, you can never get rid of it. I'm like, I know, but it's not coming out. It can stay in me forever. I don't care. I just don't want it all over my body. And carnivore has saved me. And remember, it's taken me 6 months. It took me 6 months when I started going carnivore to actually get to a point of being pretty secure that I'm not really going to get, hey, Robin, did you just get here? Oh, well, now I can't sign off. I got to say hi. How are you doing, dear? How are things going? Still carnivore. Giving me a thumbs up? Yes, still carnivore. I was speaking before, you guys. I'm going to kind of repeat myself. Robin's here. I'm just happy to see you. Yes, good going. Good for you. And things are going okay. You can answer also. Oh, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. Send me an update in Discord if you, more details. Send me some details. What's going on? How are things going? And, not only like, I'm curious also, I want you guys to let me know also, not just the status of the outbreaks, if you're getting outbreaks or not, but But what else? What else is changing? And you got to look at the smallest things, the slight things. Those are important. The things that you don't really think that you need to pay attention to, like maybe you're just a little bit more focused, just not cloudy minded, or just a little bit more organized, or maybe oh gosh, maybe you feel more adept in your body, like you can just jump up or climb a tree, and like you did when you were a kid. Again, I'm telling everybody I'm 60. So when I feel like I could climb a tree, that's pretty big. It's pretty big. And I love it. I love it. I always want to feel that way. So go on over, Robin, if you want, and you feel up to it, and give me an update. Send me an update on where you're at. And anybody else wants to join in on Discord, you can go to Vita Goes Carnivore and do like a friend thingy, and and we'll hook up, and you can come along on this carnivore journey. We got 26 more days. Great, honey. Great. We got 26 more days before this 30-day carnivore challenge is officially up. That's plenty of time to get started. And I really do encourage you to move into it, whether or not you've got the herpes thing or not. Doesn't really matter. Any kind of discomfort in your body can be greatly healed, greatly, I don't know, you can fix it to a certain extent. I'm not ever going to say 100%, but you can feel a heck of a lot better just by going carnivore, and you'll find that it's very, very satiating. It's very satisfying. It's not like you're craving something else that's not carnivore, because you're getting everything that you need. And having said that, I really do think that you need to include some kind of organ meat. If you can't eat organs, you can get it ground up in your beef patties, in your ground beef. Like they can put a little bit of heart or liver or whatever it is. Another thing you can do is chop it up into little pieces and stick it in the freezer in little separate, and then you take one little piece of liver or something, and you just swallow it with water in the morning, like a multivitamin. You can do that as well. And that's fine. You don't taste it, and it just goes down. Or you just eat the liver. I happen to love liver, and my butcher did ground up a heart from a cow, and into ground heart, and I didn't mix it with anything else, and I just eat it like that. I cook it and eat it, salt and butter. It's really good. I didn't expect it to be, but it actually is. All right, you guys, I got to go to bed. I'll see you tomorrow, and wishing you a great day. Stay on path, stay carnivore with me, and yeah, have a beautiful day. Take care, everyone. Bye.